You have all the information you need and you still don't succeed. It's not about the information. We live in a world where there is overload of information. There is overload of self-help books and courses. So the information is not the problem. The problem is not understanding how to apply them. And that is what the Slide Edge is about. Be sure to watch until the end, as I will give you a question that will indicate if you have grasped the essence of the Slide Edge. Because if you have, you're well on your way to success. The first big idea from the book is doing the small, boring thing. People think that to change their life, a big event needs to happen, an event that will turn around their life. But that is not true. That is just a wishful thinking. What is actually going to change your life is doing the small little things in your day-to-day life that seem insignificant, but doing them over a long period of time is what is going to give you results. Working out for one day is not going to change you. Working out for 30 days or maybe even 90 days is not going to give you a significant change, but doing it over a long period of time, that is what's going to change you. James Clear have a really good graph of illustrating this concept. Most people have the wrong expectations when it comes to the relationship between their actions and the results. And what further contributes to this disappointment is their false perception of time, which comes from movies, series, and TikTok. In movies, everything happens in just 2 hours. You see a guy failing at life, turning his life around, and lives happily ever after in just 2 hours. And by watching movies, we influence our mind and we influence our perception of time. What's even worse is TikTok. Now you have to cram everything in just seconds. So be aware of this and be aware of this graph. The next big idea, not only are the small little things we just talked about important, but every choice is important. Every choice of every second in your life. We know the compound effect. We know that doing actions consistently over time will give you an exponential result. But all of these results start with the right action. It starts with the right choice. So every choice you take in your life is the start point of either curving you up or curving you down. You're always going to be in motion. There's no choice about that. But in which direction are you going? That is totally up to you, and that is totally your choice. The third big idea from the book is course correction. If you think of your life right now and a goal you have, the theoretically fastest way to get to your goal is in a straight line. But in reality, that is never going to happen. You're gonna be distracted, you're gonna get sick, and you're gonna get off the path. But what determines if you eventually reach the goal or not is if you get back on the path. It is if you course correct. A great example from the book that illustrates this concept is how the rocket ship gets to the moon. For a rocket ship to get to the moon, it will have to course correct 97% of the time. Think about that for a second. 97% of the time, the rocket ship is off path. But because it's course corrected, it's reaching its goal in the end anyway. So take this with you when you're working on your goal. Expect to be off path. Expect to be off path more than you're on path. But because you're course corrected, you're gonna reach your goal anyway. Now let's get to the question that is going to reveal if you understood the essence of the Slide Edge. The question that is going to reveal if you're on your way to success or not. And that question is this: would you rather have $1 million or a $1 million mindset? I will give you a few seconds to think about it. If you chose the latter, congratulations, you understood it. If you chose the former, I will explain to you why that choice might not be as wise as you may think. The $1 million mindset guy will not have $1 million today, but he will eventually develop the skills and the habit to get 1 million. He will be able to keep it and he will probably be able to grow it. The $1 million guy will get the $1 million today, yes, but he will eventually lose it. He doesn't have the skill, he doesn't have the habits, he doesn't have the character and the understanding. Keep the $1 million. To give you an example that will really help you understand it, think of an average non-professional football player suddenly gets signed to Barcelona, how well do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna get destroyed. And that is very easy for us to understand in this. He's not at the level of the players in Barcelona. And that works exactly the same with money. For you to get $1 million and to keep it, you have to be at a certain level with your finance and your finance skills. So if a person with average finance skills suddenly gets $1 million, he's going to get destroyed. Now this question can be used in basically all other areas in your life too. And I'll end this video with 2 examples. Do you want to magically get your dream girl right now? Or do you want to be the person that can get your dream girl? Do you want to get a perfect body right now? Or be the person who can get a perfect body?